Yeah, because I was still recuperating and my knee was all wrapped up, and so I couldn't get out of the bed to go out and do anything, so I just slid it in and I'm yelling and throwing stuff.
It's funny. Wow, look at that. That house is done.
Where are you looking at?
Up on the hill. That was up there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this.
It amazes me that there's houses like way up there.
I know.
Those people probably don't even come down the mountain.
Or if they do, it's very infrequent.
Yeah. You gotta make a trip to town. You can't forget anything at the grocery store when you go.
No.
I'm glad your dad got something smaller that your mom could drive.
Yeah.
That big Yukon was way too big for her.
Yeah. See, Carmen, you're over on the inside doesn't feel a little better.
Thank you.
So, sure, you get to have the fun over there. Duncan's filming our drive down.
It's really pretty.
Well,
I remember the first time when I went up driving on the main road there, I was taking that one turn on Indian Bridge, like the tight turn, and there were cars coming at me, and I was like, why? I was like, why would they come on my first turn? It scared me so bad.
Yeah. I like it. It's so funny when they say wide load. Duh. You know, you can tell that.
It's actually not so bad over here.
Yeah.
yeah, you'll see a couple spots where there's not all the trees and stuff by you.
Get my camera.
Pierre, I'm glad he didn't tell me this when he was driving home. He was driving down the mountain taking pictures.
Yeah, I just put the camera on top of the steering wheel, and as I was going, I just would randomly hit the button.
I remember that trip because that's when we had first met up again.
Yeah.
And with Jenny.
Yeah, and you dropped me off at the Hewitts, and I remember you said you were just crying as you drove away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little better with that when you go away for work.
Yeah, which is good because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Again and again and again.
But you know what's great is for our 2 weeks after our wedding, he might be going to Hawaii for work, so that's going to be our honeymoon.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we're pretty much at the bottom now.
No. And if you hadn't been paying attention to the traffic signs, but it said, here's the runaway truck ramp, and the sign at the top said road worsens after truck ramp.
Yay.
Look at that. That's where they stop if they can't stop.
Because all that sand, you know, just boom, 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 it slows them down, and then it goes up in the hill at the top, so they'll come to a safe stop.
You would still be terrifying.
Right, you would think it would make the truck tip over.
Yeah.
Well, that really would be so scary.
That would.
And you could tell people have used it too. It's like,
Yes.
oh my gosh. Imagine driving by someone using that.
Oh my God.
That would be so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, tractor trailers scare me anyway. Yeah, there was a guy from the airplane taking pictures. He had a really good camera, the G12, Canon G12. But you know what Mike told me? He told me there's a camera that is $100 cheaper than the G12, and it's better. It has features that the G12 won't let you do.
Yeah, Carmen sent it. You remember, Charwin, I asked Mike for you about cameras, and he sent back that huge email.
Oh, yeah.
He did the same for Carmen.
Oh my God.
This big long email saying, well, before I can recommend a camera, I need to know, what do you like to do? Where do you like to take pictures? What do you like to take pictures of? What do you want to do with them? And all this stuff because you know, there's no camera that's perfect for everything.
It was funny when I emailed him back to say thanks. I was like, you know, you really should get paid for this. You could be a researcher.
Actually, for some of it, he cheated because, like with Shar, a good friend of his is a professor at a college and teaches photography. So he can just go talk to him. Hey, what's good?
Yeah, but he had a wealth of information about each camera, though.
Yeah.
We did have to get stuck behind the log. It's going to take a while.
I always worry that logs are going to fall off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping there's another stretch along here with a lane to the right that he can pull over in. about it. We're about down here. This is the last stretch and then it levels out. I always know you come up and you make that curve to the left and you see the road going up, and for me it's always, all right, here we go. I love driving up that. And then when we would go up to, or when I was here and I went up to Penland, when I was a kid, since we came to Penland, we'd stay for 3 weeks at a time. We were always going up the mountain, down the mountain, going down to town to Spruce Pine and back up to Penland. And I got to where I knew every little bit of that road. I mean, I'd never do it, but I could practically have driven that road with my eyes shut. So when I would go, I mean, I knew exactly where I was, and I knew what the road was going to do ahead, so I would go really fast.
Did you tell Sharp at the time you rode your bike?
Yeah, Penland is up on a mountain that's beyond this, that's almost this steep coming down from. And one time when we came, I brought my bicycle, and I rode all the way down the mountain from Penland, all the way to the town of Spruce Pine, and it was a lot of fun, but then I had to ride it back. And it was all up the mountain.
How long did it take you?
I have no idea. Going down from Penland to Spruce Pine, it's about 10 miles. I think it took me maybe 20-30 minutes, but going back up probably took me over an hour.
As it going up is another story.
I bet your mom didn't know then what you were doing. She would have had a fit.
Yeah. Yeah, she was off doing something else. Have a piece of gum, Boo?
No. Yes.
Could I kick you in the head, Boo?
You can't do that while you're driving.
You can't tell my mom on me anymore.
I know. Your mom thought that was so funny. I'm going to tell your mom.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was so funny because I could never say that for real before.
Yeah.
Your dad is so funny about politics. He hasn't liked a president since
Harry Truman.
Harry Truman. He said he voted for Obama though.
Wow.
But he wouldn't do it again. I'm like, he's the only one that cares about you guys' Social Security right now. Because they're just going to have to stop checks.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Oh, I came upon a drawing, Carmen, from back before the last election, and it was this really happy family looking up into the shining clouds, and it said, McCain Palin for president because we need an apocalypse before Jesus can come back.
I like that.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know that. See that one.
And I keep almost saying McPalin Kane because the names just run together a lot of times in my head.
Well, it's like Brangelina,
Yeah.
which I always think is dumb. Kafin and
Yeah.
who was supposed to be a rapper, but he hasn't put out anything since that one piece of crap he put out.
Who?
Britney Spears' ex-husband, Kevin Federline.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Was there that one guy she married for like a gay?
Yeah.
Or something?
Because her parents had it annulled quickly. But she's a troubled girl, and growing up, those child stars have a hard time.
Yeah, I don't know how people can grow up like that. Like, that's why there's this new Disney Channel show called Good Luck Charlie. And I mean, it's this little girl, like, she's basically growing up on TV. Like, you see her growing up from baby. She's a toddler now,
Jeez.
I think. But I mean, like, growing up like that cannot be normal. It can't be healthy for them.
Yeah.
Hey guys, don't let me forget. I want to give all of you Grandma and Grandpa's phone number and email address, and feel free anytime you want. Especially with a lot of photographs, they'd love to see that. So you can email them photos.
And Duncan, they would love to see your music.
Yeah, so you could send them your links to your postings on YouTube. And then if you feel like calling them, I mean, anytime, they'd love to hear from y'all.
They absolutely love that you guys came.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It feels like it's been a lot longer than it has, though.
But basically,
4 years, hasn't it?
You've basically come in your life, Charlotte, every 4 years. So hopefully we can make it more frequently than that.
Yeah.
I love when I turn up my camera and we pass the video.
Don't you hate that?
And then by the time my camera turns on and everything, it's gone. I can't-
Dang.
Gosh.
Destiny.
Oh my.
Look at these guys.
Oh my god! That was not good for me.
They're nuts. They are so nuts.
almost had a heart attack.
I mean, if they go blasting on a curve and there's a person in the road, a broken down car, whatever, they're going right through
Yeah,
it.
that's what your mom was telling me. Be very careful when we were walking, because we were walking on the road. And she said they won't stop. I was like, well, I've already been hit once. I don't want to get hit again.
Yeah.
That
Well, at least-
sucks.
At least if you do get hit again, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, tuck and roll, huh?
Oh my God. Everybody seemed to think that was very funny that I got hit by a car in a crosswalk.
Yeah, so I tell her now, I tell Carmen, she's never gotten hit crossing a parking lot when she's not in the crosswalk, so I told her that's the problem. Never crossing the crosswalk and you'll be safe.
Oh gosh.
Never.
Yeah. Pierre, I told your mom. Wow. I told your mom that you've been promising me French stew and you haven't made it yet. So she told me how to do it.
Okay.
But I want to taste it when you do it, because you know. She said it's a very fall wintertime soup.
Yeah. And you'll probably want me to take care of the flour outside.
Yeah, she said you
Stinks to
cook
high
it
heaven.
in the oven.
Yeah. So I might be able to do it on the grill, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the pot will go right on there.
Yeah. Or I can just put it in one of our baking trays, the 9 by, or a broiler pan, and just spread it out really thin on there evenly.
Yeah.
Soup?
No.
Yeah, French stew.
For French stew, to thicken the liquid, the turkey broth, you brown flour. You take regular white flour and you cook it over low heat or bake it in a moderate oven for a long time until it turns brown. And it stinks when you're doing it, but it changes the flavor of the broth when you thicken it.
Yeah.
It's got a nuttier, richer, stronger flavor, and it's really good.
Almost kind of like when you taste nutmeg.
Yeah,
Fresh nutmeg.
fresh. Yeah, it's that much of a difference.
I can't believe how early we woke up this morning.
We woke up at 4:30
Wow.
and couldn't go back to sleep.
Well, go ahead, Mr. Motorcycle. At least he's properly dressed. We saw one guy in overalls and a short sleeve shirt yesterday.
Yeah.
No.
I've seen a picture of this guy on a crotch rocket bike, and he's dressed decently, but the woman riding behind him, aside from a helmet and some high-heeled sandals, is wearing a thong bikini.
And sandals.
And sandals, and her butt's hanging. I mean, okay, she was an attractive woman, but you don't wear something like that on a motorcycle.
Dude, if you get hit by a bump, that would be the most painful thing in the world.
It would, and if he wiped out and she slid down there,
Road
that
rash.
nice pretty butt would be a big rash. She wouldn't be able to sit on
She'd
it.
have baby rash.
That'd be funny, actually.
Yeah, because you remember when you were younger and you'd skin your knees and you'd have to take the rocks out? Yeah.
Imagine having that all over your body, and yet worse.
I can't
You'll rip off more
It's like
skin.
10 times worse than a regular scrape, because it's not just your
Yeah.
body weight, there's the momentum.
Yeah. So the way I always said, if I have to dress all up with that stuff in the summer, it's very hot and uncomfortable, but I can get over sweating a lot quicker than I can get over road rash.
Yeah.
Especially, if I'm in the morning when I go to work, it's never going to be as hot as in the afternoon. So I'm okay, and then when I come home, I know I can come home and immediately step in the shower and put on clean clothes.
Right,
If you have
right.
road rash, a shower will probably hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be showering for a while.
Yeah, they probably make you keep it wrapped up like a burn,
Yeah.
because essentially it's kind of the same thing.
Well, there was
Yeah.
you think of one guy who got caught, it was on 1,000 Ways to Die, and this guy got caught in a fire, and when he was in the hospital, he had 3rd-degree burns, he was all wrapped up, and you know how they have, like, the medicine on the wraps and everything, and this guy smoked, and he paid one of the nurses to take him out back, and he lit a cigarette, and a spark from his cigarette landed on his wrappings, and he just caught on fire.
Oh my
Because
God.
the medicine that was on him was flammable.
Oh dear God.